Ever wondered about the role of dogs in our lives? Let me tell you something that might shock you. Humans have an evolutionary history of over 5 million years, according to fossil findings. But we've been walking this path with dogs for only about 15,000 years. What's striking is that before dogs came into the picture, we were nomads, using rudimentary stone tools and relying on daily hunting and gathering for survival. It was only after we encountered dogs that we made more progress in just 15,000 years than we had in the previous 5 million. To put it simply, if our species has existed for approximately a year, we were in the Stone Age until yesterday. We were hunting and gathering our food primitively using stone fragments tied to sticks or bones, and it was on this last day of the year, accompanied by dogs, that we transitioned from the Stone Age to quantum computers, understanding particle physics, exploring space, engaging in real-time communications across the globe, and so much more. As you listen to my explanation from a remote location using an extraordinarily complex electronic device, consider that until yesterday, on this 1 year scale, you had a stone axe in your hand instead of this electronic device. For nearly an entire year, we struggled between survival and extinction. In fact, about 5 days ago, on our 1 year scale, we were on the brink of extinction during what scientists call the Toba bottleneck. It was a period when the human population dwindled to such low numbers that we almost disappeared from the earth. But since yesterday, the last day of this entire year in our imaginary scale, we've been walking alongside dogs, and in just this last day, we have evolved into what we are today. My theory is that the encounter between humans and dogs unleashed a series of effects that lifted us out of the Stone Age and propelled us towards our current development. These effects were not coincidental, but causal. The first and most obvious effect is that we learned to hunt in coordinated teams instead of relying on finding easy prey for sustenance. I don't eat birds or mammals because I have plenty of other food options today, but our ancestors depended on protein reserves from hunted animals, which was challenging for clumsy, slow humans whose senses weren't adapted for hunting. Wolves had been perfecting coordinated hunting for over 10 million years. By partnering with them, our results improved rapidly, giving us more time to develop technologies through the use of our hands. The second factor was the increase in our intellectual capacity through the partnership with dogs. Animals have lower intellectual capacity when under stress. Having dogs in our camps reduced our stress levels. We felt more protected and secure with their heightened senses by our side. This led us to rapidly develop our rational and creative abilities. Another factor is that with dogs by our side, we could hunt more easily, allowing us to stay in one place for longer periods. We no longer needed to move around as much. Settling in one place for extended periods was crucial for developing technology, agriculture, and improving our dwellings to ensure better survival in various weather conditions. We could continue listing the effects triggered by our encounter with dogs, but they all lead to the same point. Before dogs, we spent nearly the entire year barely surviving. Since yesterday, the last day of the year in our imaginary scale, we met dogs and evolved from the Stone Age to the present day. So, what place does the dog hold in our current lives? Almost all dogs in human households today serve one purpose: to be therapy dogs. Just like 15,000 years ago, the presence of a dog relaxes us, connects us with our own nature, and alleviates stress. When we adopt a dog, we are re-signing that contract our ancestors signed 15,000 years ago. It's a contract that has brought us so much, rescuing us from the risk of extinction in the Stone Age and leading us to the modern life we enjoy today. Therefore, our proposal is to learn how to use those natural human canine communication tools that allowed our ancestors to communicate with dogs before instruction manuals for tricks even existed. It's about embracing that natural and profound communication based on millions of years of evolution as social animals for both humans and dogs. A communication methodology that you carry within, inherited from your ancestors. Communication tools evolved over millions of years, which served us to establish, in a natural way, the most extraordinary association between two animals in the entire terrestrial biological history. It's time to awaken those natural communication abilities that lie dormant within every human being, while we fruitlessly struggle with shouts and treats, generating a spiral of stress and anxiety that our Stone Age ancestors never experienced.
Thanks for being a part of our academy, and thank you for choosing to learn more about our canine friends. Wolves Legacy International Academy and Wolves Legacy Dog Food, supported by the Spanish Association of Psychologists and Canine Educators, offer you a whole new world of canine communication. Whether you're taking free courses or paid ones, if you embrace the knowledge and research we provide, you'll be doing a great job spreading these ideas for the benefit of the human-canine relationship.